Alright, what's up guys? Today it's just going to be a small little video. We're going to, I got the second bride rail, so we're going to put the bride seat back, the passenger bride in. And then picking up on the brakes, we had a little issue of the spacer not fitting correctly, because the Evo rotor was thinner than the OEM Mazda rotor. So we're going to test fit those, and we'll just see how long it takes us. This will probably make it a couple weeks over, because on the test drive, after I bled the brakes, the clutch started making noise, like the flywheel right here, and then the clutch disc. The clutch disc has rivets on it, and it's making a noise like the rivet is grinding on the flywheel. So we're going to have to pull the whole engine again. But that's okay. I want to put some baffles in the oil pan, so we're going to do that while we pull the engine again. But I got a spec stage 3. You'll see all that. It will probably all be in this video, because like I said, I just want to put the seat in today and test these spacers. And I machined the spacers, and then I made a little plate. You'll see it. Okay, first off, Corey, this is just for you, and I'm not doing this all the fucking time. But you're on a fucking tripod, so be happy with it. Anyway, if you guys can see, there's a space right here now, which I showed you in the last video, but we went to my work, and I machined this little spacer piece, which is just 16th inch aluminum, and I laid the ID and the OD, drilled the 5 holes, and there you go. They're a little off center, but not really too bad. They're machined to the spacers, like this. So as long as I center the outside ring, they'll all center and be fine. But I machined that piece, and then we also machined this piece, where before I just grinded it with a disc. You can kind of see on this one still the grind marks. So I went ahead and machined it just in case that was off balance, because something caused this. And you would think that's the rotor, but it's not. It's the bearing. So anywho, it may actually be the rotor, because I can't get the bearing to move right now. But the whole thing was, there's only an 1/8 of an inch here, and if you look at the stud itself, there's an 1/8 of an inch, no thread. And so the spacer, I machined the inside down to fit past this, but the lug nut wasn't able to get the spacer tight enough, so the wheel was moving while driving. So that's the last piece of the puzzle. Honestly, they should machine this and sell it with the kit. But it looks like I did everything right, and this will fix our offset issue as well, because we lost that. So we're gonna bolt these on, and maybe my bearing's okay. So I don't know if you guys can hear it. I can feel it just slightly. It's definitely a lot better than it was. Today's a new day, and I've just finished moving all of this stuff. It was over here, and I've just kind of crunched it all up over here now. Remember, this was my old roommate in here. He moved out, but he left a lot of his stuff, which is fine. We're friends, so it's not a big deal. But I just keep kind of pushing it into one big ass pile. We have this pile, and then we have this pile, and then we have this pile. So most of the messy shit is his shit, okay? He gave me those two cabinets, and that's what we use for, this is fluids and shit, and this is spare parts. Anyway, this is kind of cleaned up as well. I cleaned up my oil area because he took my oil drum. We pushed the Z super close, as you can see, because now we are ready to pull the engine once again on this car. Corey, I put some of the stuff on tripods. That's what you get. But anyway, she's a little dirty from the last time I drove her. I really want to go wash her, but I've already spent 2 hours cleaning. So I really don't want to waste more time. I worked Sundays. This is Monday because he gave me today off since I worked Sunday. But anyway, hey, if you go back into my videos, I show a full tear out of this thing. So we're just going to get started. And I don't know, maybe I'll time lapse it. And we may not even use the footage. I'm rambling now.
What we do here is go back.
Okay, so as you guys just saw in my time lapse, takes almost no time at all. The engine is 100% ready up top to be pulled. So what's next is drain the transmission fluid, drain the oil, pull the drive shaft, unbolt the V-band for the exhaust, and pull the shifter. Then unbolt the tranny and motor mount, and she's ready to come out. So it's going to be kind of hard to set up a tripod to time lapse that shit, so I'm just going to bang it out off camera and we'll come back to pulling the engine. Okay, got it out. No more scratches than what were already there. And last time I pulled the engine, I didn't have that there and accidentally did that. Thankfully you can't see it with the hood on, so whatever. But the engine is out, like I said, and you're gonna have to wait till next video to see what was wrong with the clutch. I don't know what's wrong with it either. I think it's the rivet on the clutch disc, but we'll find out. I gotta work tomorrow, so we're definitely gonna end it right here. That way next week you come back, see what the damage was.